The once lush River Sio is now a shadow of its former self, with declining water levels and fish stock. Rain in the area is also unreliable, negatively impacting the human farming activities around the river. Shadrach Maloba, the Director of Natural Resources in the Busia County Government in Kenya, says River Sio used to be a major resource 20 years ago.
We've had, of course, a few challenges. The River Sio that we had some 20 to 30 years ago is not the same River Sio that we have currently.
Maloba adds that encroachment by crop and fish farmers and sand harvesters has disseminated the river. On the Ugandan side, Jimmy Ngolowe, the Natural Resources Officer of Busia District, explains how fish breeding areas have been affected.
We've seen people use some vegetation from the river banks, put it in the river to kind of facilitate their capture of fish in big numbers. And when you look at the impact of this, it is really detrimental. Sometimes they use chemicals to capture this fish. The quantities of fish now captured within the lake is on the decrease. So meaning that the breeding areas have been interfered with, the fishing methods have not been sustainable, and then really we've impacted negatively.
The new fishermen cut vegetation and throw it back in the water, destroying the breeding places for the fish. Sand mining has also affected the water levels, increasing the speed of running water, yet fish need calm and stable waters to reproduce.
We used to see clouds from along the wetland, and shortly we received rainfall which was heavy and well distributed throughout the year. But today realizing a good harvest is next to a dream.
We used to have what we locally call this rubana. That was a very popular fish. It's almost longer there. They still catch one or two, but it's almost going off. There is also what we used to call a sire, very fatty small fish. That one is also disappearing.
In a proactive move, residents of Budimo have agreed to put an end to the encroachment that has severely affected the river. There are also cross-interventions and engagements across the border in Kenya.
There's been a practice mainly by the Kenyan counterparts to come and do sand mining in this area. Then they take the sand to Kenya. And when you look at this activity itself, it interferes with the breeding, because when you look at the mouth of this river, it is a place which is very calm, wide, and it gives ample environment, a better environment for breeding of the fish.
We have been told to ensure total halt to sand mining activities, destruction of the wetland vegetation and illegal acts of fishing, and we hope the river should be able to regain its lost glory.
The Nile Basin Initiative is also supporting communities around the river to develop a catchment restoration plan, with families that depend on sand harvesting being advised to seek alternative livelihoods.
This wetland system has been degraded mostly in the upstream of the areas of Busia municipality and Dabani, which is partly very urban.
A rapidly growing population, widespread poverty and reluctant governance systems are some of the challenges facing Uganda's wetland ecosystems.
Those old days, it could be a lot of water here. You could find people here moving up and down fishing.